Good morning, everyone. I'm here with the lovely Sarah Short, who used to run the YET program. So we thought we'd get in touch with her, find out what's happening, why she was so passionate about the YET, and we'll dive right in. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited too. I love chatting with people.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
Beautiful sun.
What a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful day.
Yeah.
So I'm always interested in understanding what people started with, like what they studied, and how it led them to where they are now. Because what you studied is never what you end up doing.
No.
So what did you study? Where? And tell us a bit about your background.
My background's a little bit eclectic. So I was actually a lifeguard for 12 years, from being a preteen all the way through to my mid-20s. And in the middle of all that, I guess, I did go to university. I did a 4-year degree in 7 years. So, made it work. But I studied business, psych, and sociology.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. It was general business. So I studied really like the whole spectrum of it. I was really interested in entrepreneurship, but I actually started my business degree thinking that I was actually just taking it as a segue to my law degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I always thought I was going to be a lawyer, someone who argues a lot, basically. Yeah. Which I guess I still kind of am, but
It's probably a good thing that you didn't become a lawyer,
Yeah.
otherwise you'd be arguing like 24/7.
Yeah, so that's what I studied, and it was a lot of fun. I took a lot of breaks in there. Like I did 3 years full time, and then after that, I sort of took some time off, and then went back and did it part time while I worked. Actually, while I organized the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge.
Okay, so how specifically did you get into the YEC, and what drew you to it?
Super random, if I'm being honest. So we did. So I was in university. I was starting my 4th year of 7, and I got this internship, and it was an email from the university, which I never read. I never used to read.
No one reads university emails,
right? But for some reason, this one, I was like, I think I'll open it. And so I opened it, and it was a job it was an internship with Enterprise Greater Moncton. And like the caption was all about event planning, and that's sort of what drew me to applying there. And when I got there, it was like every internship is really, paperwork for events, not really the coordination. And while I was there, a couple months later, this job for the Youth Entrepreneurship Development Officer came up, and something just sort of told me that I should put my hat in. And luckily enough, I was able to, they told me that I could have the job, even though it was a full-time contract position.
While you were studying?
Yeah, they
That's
told me.
amazing.
I know, I was really, really fortunate. They basically said, you can have the job, but you can finish your degree while you're studying. And he gave me a flexible work schedule so that I can take a couple of breaks during the year. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So that's how I ended up with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super random.
And the YEC is a massive event, because you're going across Brunswick doing regionals, and then you go through stages until you reach the gala event where you have finalists, and you have to work with community partners across the board.
Yeah.
What has your experience been working with others, and what do you look for in a partner?
We've had great experiences, and we've had less than great experiences with partners. Thankfully, the vast majority have been amazing, really, really incredible. And the key differentiator is collaboration.
Yeah.
So a partner who's willing to give and take, a partner who's willing to give feedback, honest feedback, to help improve the partnership, to improve the impact on the movement, the youth that we're working with. Those are the most stellar partnerships. And we've been really, really lucky that I think Ben is a great example of one of our biggest and best partnerships, because there is a constant dialogue. They're not just in it, or you guys aren't just in it for as a sponsor, right?
Yes.
It's truly a partner. Yeah.
in the ick.
Yeah.
And we love what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can feel that, but so can the youth. So can the people that we're trying to impact.
Mm-hmm.
So those are always the best.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
What are your favorite moments, your highlights of your ick journey?
So many. I would say, there's one that stands out, and this is a recent one, but Avery. Just like Avery period, right? Like, so.
I can't even call her a girl. She's like a young lady.
Oh, yeah. So Lips by Avery, if you guys haven't checked her out, please do. She is
phenomenal.
Amazing. So anybody who doesn't know, Avery is this young lady, like you said, and she showed up in 2017, and she had her first pitch. She was I think 11 at the time, and she just blew everybody away. She was pitching against high school students, 17, 18-year-olds, and nailed it. The confidence and willingness to learn and commit is pretty spectacular, and so she's just a huge highlight. But then there's some other stuff that goes kind of under the radar. There are so many kids that have come up to me and just said, this moment or this relationship or this whatever has given me the confidence to find my voice. Or, just those kids that maybe are a little lost. And then we see them go through our programs and other entrepreneurial programs that, and they come out and they're just these, they're just so confident and present and ready for the world and empowered in their own minds and ideas. And
they're
those
so creative. So I had the opportunity to go this year. It was my first year, so I had no idea what to expect. And I was just blown away by their imagination. If we let them, they'll save the world.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's crazy. We do a lot of ideation and problem solving stuff with youth, but I've also been doing business counseling with adults for just as long as I have with kids. And the ideas and problem solving techniques that
are completely different, right?
Completely different.
They don't know what's not possible, so they're just like, well, why can't we do this?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so it might be hard,
but
it's possible, right? So why don't we try?
Yeah, and even like we sometimes if you have like kids and adults problem solving together, it's always really funny to watch. Great dynamic, because the problem is introduced and then people come up with solutions, and then a kid will come up with a solution and then you'll hear an adult be like, oh, we've done that before. That happens a lot.
So it's like the kid is the visionary and the adult is like the project manager going, okay, like, how are we going to implement this step by step? Think about it.
Yeah, it's just like
process.
Like workshop it.
Yeah.
And without fail, like the adult is always like, "Ooh, that might be too big," or "We've already done that," and then the kid's like, "But why? But if we did it this way?" And just the innovation that happens in those moments, and the lights that go off in my head and everybody around us, adults and kids alike. Yeah, those are just really special experiences.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and what would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned running the egg?
I think I've learned a lot of things. I would say definitely how far I can push myself, because we work hard every year.
Yeah.
But I think probably the biggest thing that I've learned, even though I always kind of felt it, is just how capable kids are.
Yeah.
But also, I've realized how stifling our system can be, and that capacity to do more and to be better and to bring innovation into the world that kids have.
To structure them a little bit less in terms of their thinking.
Yeah, like our system is built to to not support that, right?
Mm.
And so I knew that was true, but
You didn't realize how far
I didn't realize the level,
and how much an impact you could make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that we can all make, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I've been leading the YEC, but you know, we talked with partners that there are so many individuals and organizations that are giving voices to these kids, and it's a voice that they never would have had otherwise because the system doesn't support it. But there's so many people playing a role in that, parents and friends of parents, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have kids taught you anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I would say the primary thing that I've learned from working with the kids is that I'm my own limitation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That just gave me like goosebumps.
Right? Like nothing's stopping them.
Yes, but we stop ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it'll be too hard. Oh,
Yeah.
it's too much work. Oh, it'll involve too many people.
Yeah.
It's too much time. Do I ever really want to delve into that?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Move on.
100%. It's like it's really shaped what I see as entrepreneurship and being entrepreneurial, right? It's I've talked about this several times, but it's this idea that anything is possible.
Mm.
So if you want to start something, you just have to just do it, right?
Just
it's not about if, it's about
start.
how.
Yeah.
But that we create our own limitations. So if you really, really want something, you just have to go for it and just have to figure out how to get there, how to get from A to B. And yeah, that's the biggest lesson I've learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure your schedule was very hectic during each like YEC period.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have a partner, you're engaged.
I am.
Congrats.
Thank you.
You know, you have friends, family. Was it really hard? Time management, balancing everything, making sure everyone in your life knew that they were important, as well as trying to make the YEC successful.
This is
Or were you like, okay, guys, this is, you know, my annual period of stress.
Yeah.
We'll get through it.
It's a really interesting question, actually. And not one that I've talked much about. For me, I am and have been so passionate about this movement and empowering youth and youth entrepreneurship and building community and economy and all of these things that I have been in 150% to the detriment of a lot of things in my life for many, many years. So if you talk to Maxim, who's a saint for dealing with me for many, many years, and it's just, you know, in the last 7 years, I would say somewhere between 4 and 6 months out of the year, my friends, my family, they don't hear from me as much. I don't nurture those relationships the way that I should, and I also don't take care of myself the way that I should and I know I'm supposed to. Until this year. This year I made a really, really big shift about almost a full year ago. And you know what's funny though? My productivity hasn't changed and my impact has actually only grown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the shift you made? What were the life choices that you had to be strict with?
It was a matter of presence.
Okay.
So I commit to being present in every moment. And so what that looked like from an implementation standpoint was I would wake up in the morning and I would sort of center myself. So I did that through meditation, but you can do that through journaling or any sort of
Go to the gym, whatever it is that
anything
helps
consistent
you.
that connects you with you.
Yeah.
And so for me, that was the first piece. So I started my day very present with myself, and then I was able to channel that presence to all of the different pieces. And so, I time blocked. So my calendar, if you look at it, it looks like I'm crazy busy. There's blocks in there that are scheduled that are, for time or time for meditation or time, right? So that was a huge shift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I imagine the conscious choice, like if you're sitting and having dinner with Maxime,
Yeah.
to really be present, not talk about work or think about work or bring
Yeah.
the computer, do emails at the same time.
The computer thing for sure, but even sitting and talking with him, as long as we could be present in that conversation, even if it was about work. If that was the thing that was on my heart,
It's like genuinely have a good conversation and not parallel monologues.
Right.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just being able to not squirrel with my mind, which is really hard because I'm someone who
Squirrels a lot.
I squirrel a lot. A lot.
Part of the essence of Sarah.
It sort of is. And so that needed to be sort of incorporated into that presence a little bit. But just, yeah, it was really just presence of mind and time blocking. And so, so to answer your question, yes, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into it the last several years. But through this, I've learned the value of taking time for yourself and taking care of yourself and your relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's important, right?
It is.
Yeah. So after having discovered this new life balance and time management piece, why are you giving it all up?
The best answer is it's time.
Okay. I feel like you've done all that you can.
Yeah, I really do. I've been involved with sort of this youth empowerment, youth entrepreneurship movement for 7 years. And that's a long time, right? So I've learned a lot, I've given a lot, I've received a lot of love and support.
Yeah.
And I think I've taken it to a place where I feel an immense amount of gratitude and accomplishment. I'm incredibly proud of what we've been able to do as a team and an extended team with our partners. And so I'm ready to sort of catapult that further by walking away and by setting the organization up for success, bringing on new partners and new leaders. It's time. It's really, really time. And with that shift in my mindset and presence of mind, we've gone through some pretty significant life changes. A year ago, I sold all my stuff.
I know. I was there for your whole minimalist movement.
Yes.
I was like, she can fit her entire wardrobe into one backpack. And she has like a really good system of how she like folds it in places that it's not like one big mess. Yeah, I was quite impressed.
Yeah, it's just the the half and then the 3.
As like a fellow female, I am very impressed that all of your
including
clothes,
this dress and this jacket, all fits in the backpack. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean it's one of those things, like I've lived this life of like abundance in terms of stuff and projects for so long that I'm at a place in my life where I'm ready to pare down, and I've done that with my stuff.
You don't need it, you can shed it off.
Yeah. And so I'm just I'm ready to let go of all of that stuff and move on.
Yeah. Was it a liberating decision when you decided to let go of the yak, or were you like, I know I need to do it, but I don't know if I can? Did you have moments of panic and anxiety afterwards? You're like, oh my god, I made the wrong decision.
Oh my gosh, so many of those.
Yeah.
So many of those.
Do you still wake up like, oh my god?
I don't anymore.
Okay.
But I did for a long time. Okay. Yeah, I really, really did for a long time. I decided over Christmas that it was time. I decided that it was time to sort of release the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge and transition a new structure for that. And from there, that instilled a lot of panic, primarily though fear of failure, which is super.
What do you mean? Like in what comes next, or in the handing over the yak? You said, no, someone's not going to love it as much and take care of it.
Yeah, it was sort of this conversation with myself. If you walk away,
who's going to do the same job? Who's going to do the same job?
Yeah. And I found peace in realizing that they don't need to do the same job. They just need to love it, right? They need to be committed to the movement and be present.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be me or cookie cutter for me, and in fact, it shouldn't be.
Yeah. You want to see it evolve, you need a different mindset.
Yeah. We need fresh perspectives, and we need those older perspectives as well through our partners who've been on for many years. But we also need fresh perspectives to stay innovative and engaging and to effectively connect with as many youth as possible and give as many youth as possible a voice. So that's where I really found peace in it, and that's when I stopped waking up in the middle of the night in cold sweats.
So what have you been doing, and what's next?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I've been asked that a lot, and I haven't really talked about it because I wasn't really sure, and I've done this for such a long time, but for the last month and a half, I've gotten back into real estate. So that's something I did for a little while back in 2010, 2011, real estate investing. And I loved it, and I left it to do the Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge because I was so passionate and committed to that. So I sort of almost forgot about my first passion. So I'm back in real estate investing. I'm out an agent, looking at all kinds of properties all the time. Try to find those right investments.
Do you want to flip houses, or is it more your Airbnb?
So it's both.
Okay.
So I love the idea of investing in community. So I love the idea of purchasing homes that are maybe not being loved as much as they could be, taking burdensome properties from homeowners, and doing the whole flip thing. But I'm also leveraging short-term rentals. So we do. I've been managing short-term rentals for 3 years. My own is how I started, and now we've got a small portfolio, and I'm looking to grow that. So I'm actually looking for people who have burdensome properties, whether they're looking to sell them or to work with us and do sort of a profit share. And so that's really where I'm focused on. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, when I first met you, you had started Airbnb.
Yeah.
Do you want to go into that a little bit?
Sure.
How you had to hustle and this was your solution?
Yeah. So 3 years ago, I had we had a second home, and we were drowning in payments and bills, and 2 mortgages is a lot for anyone. It doesn't matter what your income level is, right? And so we didn't really know what to do. We put it for sale. We had a long-term tenant. That didn't work out super well. And so we sort of said, as a last-ditch effort, I guess let's put it on Airbnb. Super
casual, let's just see this.
Yeah, we weren't excited about it. We were nervous about it. We had to put it.
The idea makes me ugh. I don't know why people in my space. I don't know you.
Well, and there was a little bit of that. There was fear for the condition of the property. We weren't living in it at the time.
So personal safety wasn't.
So personal safety wasn't an issue, but still the security of the property, and after the experience that we had with long term, it was intimidating. And so we did it, and we put up about $500 to furnish it because that was literally all we had. That part, our bank balance at zero. So we did what we had to, got our linens, and we listed it on Airbnb. In a week, we had our first guests, and from there it just kept booking up, and we've kept a really, really steady rental rate, and now we do really, really well with that property. And so when I started this, getting back into the short-term rental or into the real estate investing piece, I thought to myself, how can I help people who have these second properties that could just use a little bit more support, right? And so that's where we really started with sort of managing other people's properties. So now what we're doing is we're going in and we're helping them through that process that we did 3 years ago. Yeah. So we're looking at the property, and we're telling them if it's good, if it makes sense to do short-term rentals. We're giving them advice on what needs to be in the property, and then after that, we can either mentor them and help them to manage it themselves. So mentor them through those first
Or you'll
few
manage
months.
it for them.
Or we'll manage it for them, and so they can just sort of give us the keys and say thanks, and they'll get a check every time we get revenue. And so far with our small portfolio, it's been working out really, really well.
Yeah.
Homeowners are super excited, and after years of them struggling with these properties, they're making revenue, and that's really exciting for me to take that weight off of homeowners.
To help them manage their own finances that way.
Yeah, exactly. Create opportunity. And at the same token, we're helping families travel.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
So that's really cool too.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize that, like, while you were running the gig, you were moving in and out of the house,
That's true.
managing the Airbnb, packing, unpacking, while trying to handle all of the yick preparation.
Like I said, I'm a squirrel. I'm a really good multitasker.
I mean, thank the Lord you have such energy, because
And support. I've so much support.
how many hours do you sleep a night?
I try to sleep 7 hours every
Okay.
night. Yeah. So, but I'm really good at knowing my rhythms. So I know when I'm really good at doing certain things, and that's how I block my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm blocking.
Yeah.
Key. I'm blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Sarah, for
Thank you.
coming to Vin and for chatting about me. If you've enjoyed this Facebook Live, there is a blog that we did together, and you can read more about her and her journey. But we're so happy to have worked with you and to have seen you grow in this position. I think you've done amazing work. Incredible work. The way you believe in the youth and support them and empower them, it's just stunning.
Thank you.
So thank you for your 7 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys.